Welcome to the 2024 NBAA Business Aviation Convention and Exhibition in fabulous Las Vegas. I'm Kollin Stagnito, come fly with AOPA. NBAA is a large trade show primarily focused on the business jet market. There are hundreds of exhibitors at the Las Vegas Convention Center and dozens of airplanes on static display at Henderson Executive Airport. Come along this week to check out the latest business jet updates, tour some futuristic aircraft, and learn about relief from high FBO fees. AOPA keeps flying safe, accessible, and fun by protecting your freedom to fly. We are the most trusted one-stop resource for all things related to general aviation. Become an AOPA pilot today. AOPA has been working for years to ensure fair, transparent, and reasonable FBO fees. Public airports are funded by your tax dollars and should be accessible to all without egregious fees. This week, Signature Aviation responded to AOPA's ongoing FBO fee campaign by announcing a simplified fee structure and reduced charges for piston aircraft at most locations. I caught up with AOPA President Mark Baker to talk through the details.
I'm really proud of AOPA leading the charge to get this transparency and fair and reasonable. You know, for years we were starting to lose access to some of these airports, so we didn't know what it was going to cost. In some cases it was pretty high. You know, most FBOs do a really good job taking care of us. We all know that. We need to get the gas, we have a place to park. But we want it to be fair and reasonable. And I think their announcement of saying $30 for a single engine piston at nearly every airport that they serve, and $60 for a piston twin, or 10 gallons for the single, or 30 gallons for the twin,
right,
is a very fair deal in today's market. And we like their leadership on this. So I thank Signature, I thank them for listening to us and for us to getting together to be able to get that for our members. It's a fair deal.
Now, Signature said that that was up to a 50% less than operators were previously paying for these handling fees.
No question about it. I've seen prices, you know, in Palm Beach and other places, you know, over $100, $150 for parking your single or twin at Fox 45 or Key West, a place like that. This is a very fair price. I'm pretty proud of it, to tell you the truth. We hope that the rest of the industry kind of steps in alongside of that.
Right, and so we're getting the word out via social media and a press release, and it'll be in the magazine. We want the AOPA members to know that this change has been made.
That's right. You know, where I think Signature and maybe hopefully others have said, hey, this general aviation population is valuable. We want to have our brand be in the right place and seen as the right way of serving general aviation. So I'm excited this will start a movement, and I think it's a good day.
We'll keep you informed as AOPA continues to make progress on the FBO Fees initiative. At NBAA, there is a continued focus on sustainability. Last year, NBAA rolled out Climbing Fast, a new advocacy campaign designed to rally the industry around the shared goal of achieving net zero carbon emissions from business aviation flight by 2050. At the first day's keynote, NBAA President Ed Bolin gave an update on the initiative.
Over the last 40 years, we've been able to shrink our environmental footprint by 40%. Every new aircraft is 25 or 30% more efficient than the aircraft it's replacing. We are investing today huge investments in sustainable aviation fuel, in electric propulsion, hydrogen propulsion, hybrid propulsion. We're taking steps to make sure the way we manufacture aircraft, the way we operate aircraft, all of these things are consistent with our vision to be net zero by 2050. We are climbing, we're accelerating, and we're doing it fast.
There's also a general feeling of optimism for the future at the show this year. Honeywell released its annual forecast that predicts increased demand for new business jets and stable growth for the next decade. Honeywell forecasts up to 8,500 new business jets worth $280 billion will be delivered over the next decade. New business jet deliveries in 2025 are expected to be 12% higher than in 2024, reaching 840, as manufacturers play catch-up on existing orders. Manufacturers are working to have the latest and greatest aircraft ready to meet that demand. Textron announced new Gen 3 versions of the Cessna Citation M2, CJ3, and CJ4 aircraft at the show. Textron's Jimmy Beeson describes the change to the CJ4 Gen 3 that now includes Garmin's new G3000 Prime integrated flight deck.
So I'm inside the mock-up of the all-new CJ4 Gen 3, and I'd like to show you a little bit of what the CJ4 Gen 3 has to offer. It's a G3000 Prime system, so those that have had time in Garmin platforms in the past will see a modern yet familiar system that is very easily adaptable to that pilot or to that owner-operator. It's It's all about user interface, so interacting with the primary flight displays themselves, interacting with the SDUs or the GTCs that are about 40% larger than the GTCs of the legacy G3000 platforms. It's all about speed with increased processing power, increased graphics and resolution, makes for smooth animations and simple, sleek transitions. This aircraft also integrates the all-new emergency auto land from Garmin, so it adds that peace of mind into your operations in the event of pilot incapacitation. Of course, a precursor to that is Garmin auto throttles, which have been integrated into the CJ4. This also improves the integration of the system to the emergency descent mode, bringing about another enhanced peace of mind feature, if you will. So other new features of the CJ4 Gen 3 are a lithium-ion battery, winglets with integrated accent lighting, and cabin interior acoustic reduction treatments.
The CJ4 Gen 3 is currently under development and achieved its first flight in early October. It's expected to enter service in 2026, and the M2 Gen 3 and CJ3 Gen 3 are expected to enter service in 2027. Along with traditional airplane manufacturers, there are several companies here showcasing eVTOL concepts. This week, the FAA revealed a final rule outlining regulations for eVTOLs, now designated powered lift aircraft by the FAA. The rule considers these aircraft a whole new category, the first one since helicopters came to market in the 1940s. It addresses requirements like minimum safe altitudes and visibility minimums. It also contains the certification requirements for powered lift pilots. The final rule will help provide guidance to new powered lift manufacturers as that segment continues to develop. And here is a new powered lift aircraft at the show. The Lilium Jet made its NBAA debut.
Matt Brockman with Lilium. We're an eVTOL manufacturer. We're making the Lilium Jet, which is this aircraft here. It's an electric vertical takeoff and landing jet, so it takes off like a helicopter, flies like an airplane. We've got 30 ducted electric vector thrust jets all across the wings and the canard that operate to help this aircraft go up and then be really efficient in cruise flight. We're flying about 110-mile range at launch, really increasing to 200 by 2030 and 250 by 2035 to really bring back that regional connection. So we're thinking city-to-city connections is what we're really focused on to get people from their home city to another city across the state to really close that circle of life of what people can do every single day. The unique design elements of the Lilium Jet, I mean, one are these ducted electric vector thrust jets, also the premium design, so both inside and outside, we've made this aircraft an aircraft people actually want to get into and want to fly. So we've got a 4-passenger premium club configuration and then a 6-passenger shuttle configuration that will allow for the ticket on a seat-by-seat basis for people to buy tickets versus the premium market that we're going after with partners like NetJets and EMC Jet who are selling the aircraft privately. Yeah, so we're at NBAA because we are entering the market with the private premium charter operators, right? So we're really focused on that premium segment in the business aviation market, which is who's here at NBAA, really to make sure that folks who are 135 operators, but also schedulers, dispatchers, maintenance folks, everyone's aware of this technology and that it's coming, and really to find those customers who are interested in operating the jet. We're an OEM only, and so we'll partner with operators who will operate this aircraft. From a pilot's perspective, our aircraft operates probably more similar to a helicopter in terms of its controls, but it's fly-by-wire technology, all electric, and so it's super easy and really simple to learn. As a non-pilot, I myself, after flying the simulator a couple times, it becomes very familiar and easy to operate. So simplified vehicle controls for the pilot to really focus on getting the passengers safely to and from their destination. So we're currently undergoing EASA certification with FAA validation. So EASA certification, we are producing the first 3 aircraft right now. We'll fly the first piloted full scale of our conforming aircraft early next year is our plan, and then to have certification and operations by 2026.
Well, that Lilium Jet was actually bigger than I thought it was going to be when I first saw it in person here on the floor. And the interior was much more spacious. You could sit in club seating arrangement face to face and not have your knees touch each other. How would you like to be able to bring your family on a trip across the world in an unbelievably comfortable and spacious aircraft? It's possible in the largest jet we found at the show, a Boeing Business Jet. Come along with me on a tour of this luxurious family hauler. Zipporah, can you tell us a little bit about the jet that we're going to be going into here?
We are delighted to show you this aircraft that's exclusively listed by AOPA Aero. The aircraft was built and delivered in 2000. It was refurbished in 2014, but honestly, it looks like it's brand new. Wait till you see inside.
So what is this part of the aircraft that we're standing in?
So this is a 16-passenger airplane. The forward part has some nice, comfortable club seating, beautiful divan for resting and relaxation and good conversations with your family or your business colleagues on board.
Nice. And what is the use case for an aircraft like this? Who would be the typical owner of this aircraft?
Well, really, this could be suitable for anybody, but whether it be personal usage or corporate usage, but you'll see it is configured and used in this particular case more for a family. There's comfortable seating up front. The mid cabin has a nice conference grouping that can either be used for a meeting or for dinner. We have 2 bedrooms with 2 private labs, a private lab for each bedroom with a shower in each lab. So yes, that is 2 showers on board this aircraft.
Nice.
Mid cabin, lovely conference group with lots of seating, lots of space for those meetings or those dinners or whatever you like to use it for.
Let's say if a family owns this aircraft, where might they normally be traveling and how far could they get? What is the range?
So the range is about 5,900 nautical miles. There's 7 tanks on this airplane. Functionally, that's about 11 to 12 hours. And you can fly, it's based out of New York, so you can fly kind of anywhere and everywhere from there. It's a really good, practical airplane. This is the first of the 2 private bedrooms, features 2 single beds, and of course a private lab with shower right over here.
Wow, this is a very spacious, and this probably is not even the master bath.
Nope. Everything on board this airplane can be controlled by touchscreens here. You can call your cabin attendant, you can work the monitors, the window shades, the lighting, etc. So it's a really comfortable cabin management system. There's a primary bedroom suite here with a comfortable queen-size bed, and of course a very large lab as well with shower.
And what is the internet connectivity on this aircraft?
Very good internet connectivity with Ka band installed. So top of the line for all your needs.
And these are the avionics that came with the aircraft when it was manufactured?
Correct.
Nice. So how much would it cost somebody to purchase this aircraft?
Actually, it would cost a lot less than you think. There's a very attractive acquisition cost compared to what you're getting for the money with this size of airplane, this range of airplane, and this functionality.
Great. Well, Zipporah, thank you very much for bringing us on this tour of the BBJ today.
It has been my absolute pleasure. Very nice to see you.
Well, you know, at the airport, when you get into a 737-800 and you're crammed in like sardines, I will tell you the BBJ general aviation version is way more spacious. I really enjoyed that. Thanks for joining us this week for Fly with AOPA from NBAA. If you're not an AOPA pilot, we would love to have you join us. Just click on the link in the description to find out about our trial membership. And let us know in the comments what you are most excited about from NBAA. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.